When do bees get married? When they found their honey. Apparently I've got more later, but first guest right now, definitely as sweet as honey, 425 magazine lifestyle contributor and my friend, Monica Hart.
Look at you, you dressed the part.
I dressed for you today.
I love it, yes.
I am so thrilled because, Monica, you told me about this new thing we're sharing with you, you started this about a year ago, this new venture, keeping bees, running a bee hotel off of your property.
Correct.
So how did this whole thing come about? Like, where did you decide to do this?
Well, I saw on the Smith Tower, I was at a friend's wedding last summer, and I saw a honeybee hotel, and I said, what is this about? So I inquired, and we acquired a new property just a stone's throw. It's a garden, master gardener built it, a stone's throw from our home, and so we thought, how do we make it our own? And so this is what I thought the perfect pairing, right? It was like serendipity. So I contacted the company, and we have a honeybee hotel and a beekeeper who visits every 3 weeks.
I love that I hear that you have a beekeeper. You've taken this very seriously.
Yes.
Monica's obviously at heart a journalist. She knew you did your research.
Absolutely.
You found out someone who comes and maintains the hive, right?
Correct. Every 3 weeks they come and they check on the health of the hive. They say, like, how's the brood doing? Are they making honey? Do they have enough simple syrup? And so they do that. And along the way, I have learned so much. I mean, about the beekeeping experience. They have a smoker. Why do they have a smoker? Well, because bees communicate through scent, and the smoke hides the scent. So if they have a fear of the beekeeper coming and working the hive, that masks that and keeps them calm.
Attack.
Yeah, keeps them calm. Honeybees by nature are calm, and I have Italian honeybees, which are even calmer apparently. But it's just an amazing experience. I've learned so much about like the hierarchy of the hive.
Right. Tell me more about that.
Okay, that is so cool. Okay, so there's the queen. Her sole job is to make babies. There are the worker bees, and they're female, and they do all the heavy lifting with the hive. They gather the honey. They take care of everybody, and also there's the drone. Now, the drone is an imperfect clone of the queen, and they cannot bathe themselves. They do not have a stinger. They cannot feed themselves. So the female worker bees do it all. They are supposed to just make babies and mate with the queen. So they go off. They're kicked out of the hive.
The drones are.
They're literally kicked out of the hive. They go mate with a queen, and then they plummet to their death. But up until that point, it was a good gig. They were living the Dolce Vita, you know, being fed, being massaged.
All right.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to come back as a queen, okay?
So
like
not
the
bad.
drone.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that too. Okay, well, let's talk about your honey. Have you tasted it yet?
I did. It's so cool. So my first taste, the frame was smothered with bees, literally. And so the beekeeper, Ben, said, now I can shake them off, or you can just go in with your finger. You'll be fine. I'm like, what? You know?
Did you do it?
I said, well, I'm emboldened by a camera. I had a video camera there.
Of course.
I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going in. And so I did, and it was like, I don't know, it was obviously sweet as honey, but it was just light and delicate. And then a few weeks later, it was richer and spicy, so it changes throughout the season depending upon what the bees are feeding on.
This is really fascinating.
Yes, it is cool.
And so the bees, I know, you said they're Italian honeybees. How do they like work with the local honeybees?
Well, the garden naturally had a whole, all sorts of bees, right? And so they do work together. They tend to want different blossoms. They look for different nectar. Bigger bees like bigger blossoms. So they all work together, you know, in synergy in the ecosystem. And it's just so great to do this. It's just such an honor and to watch them, and it's absolutely fascinating.
I have never known anyone who has been a beekeeper, so I'm really excited about this venture.
And I get honey, right?
And you get honey, and I love honey, and it's good because if you have allergies too, it helps to eat the local honey. So let's talk about, you lost no time when you decided, because of course I think anything inspires Monica. So you're out there,
the party waiting to happen over here,
and you are just loving and you thought, I got to make a party out of this.
Yes, absolutely. So 425 magazine, the September issue, we shot in the garden. I invited Ben the beekeeper and Stan and his wife, who got married at the Smith Tower. They were the inspiration for it all.
I love it.
And so we all gathered, and it was just so cool. And I recreated some of the things that we did for the party. I made a honey cheesecake. We've got a honey martini, just really yummy stuff. And just very natural setting, and it was just fascinating. And unfortunately, it was like 90 degrees, because we shoot ahead. It was like 90 degrees on that day, but you would never know. That's Ben the beekeeper. That's where I like dipped my finger into that. And no fear. But just to watch this and to learn all about this, and they're amazing. They're like they do math. They're great at geometry because they make their
they're hexagons, right?
They're just so cool. And Ben said that they probably know you. They've transmitted your face to the the hive. I'm sorry to the hive, but whatever.
No,
because
they
like, who is this crazy lady, a stalker lady that's coming every single day and saying, hey, how you doing? You know.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And I love that in this party, you've brought in the influence. Now, what is this actual honeycomb?
Yes, he gave me my first little bit of honeycomb, so that was fun. And so now everywhere I go, I'm looking for. I was in traveling, and I found these little bee cups with little bees on them. There are bees on the linens. You know, everything I have is bee. I even have
y'all. She even found like hexagonal napkin rings.
I'm like obsessed.
Only Monica, right? That's so cool.
And then look at the little bee purse. Hey,
queen. I love a bee. I love a bee. I love what it means. Queen bee.
So
it means
everywhere
life,
I go,
everything.
I am collecting bee things.
I think that's
Be beautiful. That's my new hashtag.
Beautiful.
Yeah, BEE beautiful.
I think that's phenomenal. And so you said some of the things you created may not have to do a whole lot with honey, but are absolutely beautiful. So I want to look at this. Okay. This is gorgeous,
yes.
This cheesecake. You can't tell. Look at this. It's got like a little honeycomb top to it.
It's very rustic.
It's
very rustic.
Show you a little bit. How did you make that?
All right, I'm going to show you right here.
Okay.
So what you do, I saw this online, and this is bubble wrap, okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
I was wondering why you had bubble wrap
I have a
here.
cheesecake pan, and I'm going to put it on the bottom, and then I'm going to unsnap this and put it on there like that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to snap it, and then what you do, you melt these. These are salted caramel little melts, and you melt them in the microwave per the instruction, and you quickly spread it on here, and you let it set up, and then you open this, and then you just very gingerly pull that off, and you get that.
And you get like a mini beehive topper for the cheesecake.
Topper, and it's very artisanal. Each time I do it, it comes out differently. Sometimes it does better than others.
No,
if
I
I'm
just
being
think
honest,
it's so neat.
Yeah.
I have to show.
Isn't that fun?
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, so salted caramel, and I just saw that online. I go, does this really work? And so, well, yes, it does.
I could do this.
Now
That's the
absolutely,
thing, especially the microwave part.
With bubble wrap. Isn't that crazy?
It's genius.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
Of course, you have to have a cocktail, you know, like a honey martini or something like that, right?
Can't we?
So I thought it'd be fun. I made some honey simple syrup, and we've got some lemon here. And check this out. This is bee pollen. So I have dipped the glasses in the lemon juice and then rolled it in the bee pollen. And so we've got bee pollen on the rim. So I'm going to grab.
What does bee pollen taste like? Oh, it's a dietary supplement.
You're going to find out.
Okay.
You're going to find out. So I'm going to shake this up.
Wow, that's cool.
Because we can chat while we.
Oh, it's like little dots on the rim just hanging out there.
It's very earthy tasting. So
okay. I'm ready for some earthy tasting business.
Let's go this
You have the coolest barware, too.
Oh, thank you.
Where do you find this stuff?
Oh, you know me.
I know. Can I? Oh, yes, please. Sorry.
See if I can do this high pour. Not on her outfit. Atta girl.
All right, well, cheers to you. Continue to
honeybee.
be awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I can't help it with
beautiful.
the bee puns.
See how it is.
Oh, that is good. Ooh, that is earthy. I like that. It's
that little, I know,
it's
it's really interesting, isn't it? You can put it in everything.
Ooh, I
People
love
put them
that.
in their smoothies and things like that, but it's kind of really, really fun. But this has just been a magical experience. When I was talking to the people from the company that I work with, I said, I'd love to tell the story. You know, we're storytellers.
Yeah.
I'd love to tell your story, and so just thank you so much for the opportunity to share the story about the bees and you know.
Us?
Yes.
Oh, thank you
Thank
always.
you.
My gosh, you are so wonderful. Thank you for being here. And if you all want to see how Monica brought all the bees to the yard, as well as the recipes and details on the honeybee party, grab a copy of September's edition of 425 magazine. Oh, and
guess who's on the cover?
you might just see a familiar
girl,
face on the cover.
Right
What?
there. She's
Who's
signing
that?
autographs later. Here we go.
Why do you guys put up with me? All right.